Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Abdul Nasir Jangda. Alhamdulillah, coming to you live from Al-Masjid al-Nabawi al-Sharif, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's masjid here in the beautiful, radiant city of Madina. And while I was out here, I thought that I would record a little message and share with everyone a really beautiful story that an experience that I had out here that really demonstrates the beauty of the human soul. I was taking my younger daughter to the masjid, and it's very, very crowded here. It's the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan, and as we were proceeding towards the masjid in the streets, so you can imagine there's hundreds of thousands of people. So she was getting kind of bounced around back and forth and shoved around and getting run over basically. And as a little kid, she was getting very flustered and very frustrated. And as a parent, I was also getting a little upset and protective. And I instantly, in the back of my mind, I was a little worried that I did not want her to have this particular association with the city of Madina, with the city of the Prophet ﷺ. I want her to have beautiful, pleasant memories. But as I saw her face was all red and she had tears in her eyes because she was getting shoved around and bounced around, right when we got into the courtyard of the masjid, the white marble on the outside of the masjid, an elderly man, he saw me with her, holding her, and he approached us and we kind of stopped. And in that moment, it's like everything around you kind of slows down, something special is happening. Very elderly man, and he smiled, and he saw her face and he could tell that she was upset. And he reached down into his bag and he took out some candy and he handed it to her. And little kids and candy, and the second that she got that candy, she kind of looked at me, she hesitated because we teach them stranger danger and all that stuff. And so she looked up at me and I said, go ahead, take it. And she took the candy from his hand, and immediately it's like her face lit up. And I asked her, so what do you say? And she said, Jazakallah. So she said Jazakallah to the uncle, and the uncle said, Wayakum. And he got really happy that this little kid, this little baby is saying Jazakallah. And then we proceeded on into the masjid of the Prophet ﷺ, and it was really beautiful. It was a beautiful night and a beautiful experience from that point on forward. I wanted to share this little story about the beauty of the human soul and the ability that each and every single human being, every single believer has to display and to show kindness. And just wanted to share this story with you, and hopefully it brings a smile to your face as well. And while I have you here and we're talking, I wanted to encourage each and every single person to, inshallah, contribute to the Syria Emergency Fund that is being put together by Human Concern International, HCI, Canada's oldest and first largest charity organization. So inshallah, please contribute to the fund so that we can bring smiles to the faces of so many children in Syria who, there are times, I'd be lying if I didn't admit, I wonder if they've forgotten how to smile. And I pray and I hope that that's not the case. So please, inshallah, contribute generously here in these last few days of the month of Ramadan. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all of us, and may Allah alleviate the suffering of our brothers and sisters in Syria. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum.